For this video, we're picking up where we left off in the, let's see, we were doing the basic classic motion tween video in Animate CC. And here we have the Monterey banner ad that we were working on. I have modified it a little bit. There is now a piece of type sitting in the middle here that has the web address. And my size was off from where I wanted it to be, so I've made it a little wider. It's now 800 pixels wide and still 90 pixels high, and I added this little faux logo thing over here just to occupy some space. So I've made a few modifications to this, basically the same, though the URL has an animation where it just fades in. So I'm going to go publish this work. Okay, so I got that one published out there. And I want to look at how we can go add this to an existing web page using an iframe. That's where we're going to go right now. Okay, so here is my project file. There's my HTML and my JavaScript, and there's my images folder that I have used. Now I'm going to go over to Dreamweaver, and this is one of the files that we used earlier. If I go to my Files menu, so see, here's where I've been working. I'm in Project 2 Demo. I have an Adobe Animate folder. We did the first Animate file, then we did the Monterey ad. So this is the Monterey ad we were just looking at right here. But I also have this jQuery UI demo folder that we used earlier in an earlier week. And this is the file that we have, or that I have open here. So this is the one, if I were to go live, you see that we have some jQuery UI elements. We've got the tabs, and we've got the other one sitting over here. Okay, so I can pull those open. So this one is about Chico and Northern California, but hey, you know, everyone needs to escape to the ocean now and then. So we're going to add a See Monterey ad up at the top of it. And I want to do this with an iframe. So what we need to do is we need to look in our file down here. I want to put it above the rest of the elements there. So here is my wrapper div, or I more commonly call this the container. And I want it to go immediately following that, or the first thing within the wrapper. You see down here, here's where main content starts. Okay, so I want it to go before those elements. So I'm going to actually go right here, immediately before main content. Before I put that code in place, though, it just dawned on me that I should move my animation files over into my working folder, basically my root folder right now. So let's hide that real quick. Here's my Project 2 demo folder I've been working in. Here's the ad that I built, so there's the source file, HTML, JavaScript, and images folder. And here's the earlier work that we had done, so there's the index file right there. So basically, I want it to go within this jQuery UI demo folder. So I'm going to come here and create a new folder real quick. Let's just do it this way. I'm going to call it banner and drop it into my jQuery UI demo folder. Okay, so I'm treating this like it's my root folder right now. And so my banner ad's going to go in the banner folder. So I need the images folder, the HTML file, and the JavaScript file. And I'm going to hold the Option key and drag them into the banner folder. And you see there's my banner folder now with those various files in it. Okay, so that's what I really need. Let's see, while I'm here, I'm going to go grab the name of that HTML file, copy that. Okay, and I know it's in the banner folder. So back over to Dreamweaver real quick. Here we go, that's where we were. So this is the location I want it to go. I want it to go immediately in front of my main content div. So I'm going to start putting an iframe tag in there. And then iframe uses an src source. Okay, so src equals quote. Now I put it in a banner folder. Okay, so this is, I'm currently in this file, so I want it to look in the banner folder, so at the same level, so banner slash, and then that's why I copied my file name. There's my file name for my HTML. Then I can close my quote, close my bracket, and then I need to close the tag. So there we go. So now I have an iframe with the source looking into the banner folder, picking up that HTML file. Then I close out the iframe. So if I click up here, you can see that there's something here. I get an iframe here. If I go to live, it's going to show me something. I don't expect it to look right. Actually, there we go. Okay, it's trying to display it. Now it has this strange default size to it that is not fitting for what my work is. But I can go control that through CSS. So you know what, let's go over to the CSS designer. Let's say I'm working in the iframe right now. So I want a new selector. Let's come over to selectors. Don't mean to close that. Let's get ourselves back into design mode. Okay, I'm going to click the plus sign. Now this says any iframe within a wrapper. I'm just going to simplify and go to the iframe tag. It's the only iframe I'm doing. In other instances, I might need to limit it and show that it's an iframe for an ad or something like that. But it's the only iframe I'm doing right now. So, an iframe selector, then down into properties, let's give it a width. So let's see, this is, if I remember right, I think I have it open still. It is 800 wide and 90 tall. So let's give it a width in pixels of 800. And let's go ahead and limit its height to 90. Got some keys repeating there. 800 by 90. There we go. So that drops it right in place there. Let's see. I think well, you know, let's start with that and see what we've got. So now if I come back and I look at live, I've got it in place. I see my animation working. Now it does have, it's hard to tell, but you see that it's got this funny little border on it. By default, the iframe has that. So I kind of want to go get rid of that. So let's see, I still have the iframe selector. I'm going to go to the border section, and I'm going to go to width and just tell it to have 0. And I should call all these out even though there's nothing to it, but 0, solid, and black works because I'm not using one. Okay, and so now you see that I got rid of my border, so that's much better. So tell you what, let's go do a save all real quick, and let's go do a preview in Chrome, and there we go. So now I have my page. This has the UI elements on it. Okay, so these are all working. And then I've also added a banner ad just in an iframe. So by using the iframe, I'm keeping all of that code separate. It's pretty common in ads to place them in iframes because they come from different places. They're created different ways a lot of times. So I could go pick up the code. I could go integrate it in, but if you go look at this, I don't know if you've looked at this code yet, but there's the code. So this is just the HTML file for that ad. So there's a lot in here already. So this has a lot of code in it. And then I also have, this is the JavaScript file that goes with it as well. Okay, so there's a lot to it. So it's actually kind of nice to keep them separate this way, and I could just place them in using the iframe. So got that all put in place. Now I can always come back and do some more styling. For instance, I'm looking over here. This is my sidebar, and I really don't like its placement anymore. It looks like it's placed too high. So I can go to the sidebar there. Go back over here to my rules. There's my sidebar. And it looks like it could use some top margin on it. Take a guess. 25 is looking pretty good. We'll go 30 pixels. No, not too 30. 30 pixels. Much better. Let's save all off. Did I do that open? I did. So I can just refresh that. Okay, so that's looking a little better. I like this aligned down here a little bit better. So now we're working on a page about Chico attractions, different things that you can view in Chico, but then apparently cmonterey.com has bought an ad to try and get people to go visit the beach as well, and who can blame them? So Anyway, that is a quick tutorial on how we can take a HTML5 canvas animation and place it on another page using an iframe.